Year 2 in the Big 12 Conference for BYU football, and it starts today with fall camp. Day 1 just wrapped up. Mitch Harper, Matt Baiamonte with KSL Sports. Matt, we saw the team portion of practice, last 20 or so minutes of practice, separated, split down the middle here on the new Zions Bank practice fields here at the Student Athlete Building. Anything catch your eye?
A few little tidbits, nothing to freak out over, Mitch. But I watched the Jake Retzlaff side of the field. I think you were with Gary Bohannon, and it was a mix. He had Darius Lassiter with him, Cody Epps, Reiner Swanson, Pokai Hunga was with him as well, and kind of mixing the offensive linemen. A couple good throws from him, one over the middle, a nice crisp, sharp pass to Cody Epps that was nice on target. Intermediate out route to Reiner Swanson looked good. Looks like they had some chemistry there. Read into that what you will with the tight end position. A long way to go. One-handed grab from Hunga out of the backfield. A couple missed throws as well, but nice to see those faces in the mix. And look, we got a long way to go. What'd you see?
Gary Bohannon, I thought, looked pretty good. There was a lot of intermediate throws. A top target, as if you've been playing college football 25, it's no surprise, Parker Kingston. Which, by the way, College Football 25 editors, get the number 11, please edit it. I need that now because I can't edit it. But he looked pretty good, Parker did. His speed was just very recognizable. It was nice that they actually had a new playing surface because last spring this thing was beat up. And it was muddy. It's now they got some grass field here at the Student Athlete Building. But all in all, I mean, it was pretty vanilla. I mean, between the two team sessions that we were seeing between the quarterbacks, Kalani did note between the two quarterbacks, he didn't extend it to a third. He did say all four quarterbacks looked good today, but still, this is a two-man race between Bohannon and Retzlaff. We did get some news today. Ben Bywater, he addressed the media. He is medically retired from college football. He's still leaving the window open for NFL potentially, but that shoulder did him in. He told me it was less than 50%. Nowhere close to being ready to play in a college football season.
He described it in great detail to the media too. Just even weeks after the injury, could tell and feel that there was still nerve damage, and it's multiple surgeries, never recovered. It is a blow to this team. I think that the linebacker position, Mitch, there's plenty of depth there. I think there's talent. I think you can overcome it. But anyone who is that talented and that experienced, that hurts because you would have liked to rely on that experience coming back. But, yes, sad day. It's always sad when a college football player doesn't get to leave the game on their terms.
Well, and Ben was, I mean, you think about he comes back for one more year to take advantage of the COVID year, class of 2017. I was telling him he's seen it all in his BYU career. He's seen pretty much the entirety of the Kalani Sitake's tenure, saw BYU go to the Big 12, a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic. Ben's seen it all, and I wish nothing but the best for him. I mean, talk about like a brand ambassador, like a great interview. Ben Bywater, a great football player too. It's a shame, but BYU does have options at that inside linebacker spot. They got Harrison Taggart, who was a trendy interview among the, 24, 30 media members. There was a lot. I mean, maybe most of it was probably student interns or whatnot, but a lot of people here in the assembled media to interview Harrison Taggart, Che Bryant Strother, and we talked to him a couple months ago. That was an underrated addition at the moment. It didn't get much fanfare, but you think about it, it's like inside linebacker. He's coming in with that purpose because he played D-end, and they told him inside linebacker. It was almost telling you between the lines. It was an insurance valve getting Che Bryant Strother, but new year for BYU, low expectations. This is the opportunity to start to lay the foundation to exceed those expectations.
We've got a big show on Cougar Sports Saturday coming your way this week. I caught up with Crew Wakely. Great interview, full thing coming up on Saturday. The safety room is a very interesting battle, kind of an underrated battle, because you look at that and you say, well, where's the battle? There's talent, there's experience, there's options, but you can't play them all. That's the thing. And Crew last year noted at one point, he was told by Gavin Fowler, you're on the fringe of being on the travel squad. And now he's in the mix to be a starting safety along with Micah Harper, Talon Alfrey, and others. He's not the only one in the mix, but fascinating to see what becomes of that position. And he noted one thing I thought would excite BYU fans, Mitch. He said the D-line looks outstanding, gave high praise to Zay Bagna, says that group it looks night and day different from a season ago. So even the safeties are noticing the improvement on the interior.
That's a much-needed improvement, and I also caught up with Mark Collins, new Weber State cornerback transfer, impressive athlete. He missed all of spring due to recovering from an ACL that he suffered at Weber State. Mark Collins is the name to watch for to contend for that starting cornerback role alongside Jacob Robinson. I kind of look at Collins because of that experience with Jay Hill. He's probably the starter. He's expecting to be. That's what he said. I mean, he's going with the mindset this camp. But you got Maury Bamba, you got Jaden Dunlap, and also Marcus McKenzie. You've got options there at that cornerback spot. So it's going to be a fun year for BYU. And it's interesting, too, just to kind of as we wrap this up, Matt, it's a season where it's still like the storylines almost have to emerge in the season. Where it's like this is one of those rare fall camps where it's like there's not much these guys can say that are going to sway the outside narrative. It has to come on Saturdays in the fall, but it's still fun to be out here at the fall camp practice fields and see this BYU team contending in their 100th season as a program. We'll have full coverage on KSLSports.com and, of course, KSL News Radio, KSL 5 TV, and the KSL Sports Zone.